Hello everyone and welcome back to Flo's Corner. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make these Valentine's Day inspired chocolate covered strawberries. This video is a fail turned into a success. Now you guys know I make chocolate covered strawberries and candy coated strawberries all the time, but please stay to the end so you guys can see what I meant. So my goal was to make a lot of strawberries. I don't know where on planet Earth that I think I needed 4 cases of strawberries to achieve this. But anywho, I am just going to place them all into this big bowl, and then I am going to fill this bowl up with water, and I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar to wash them off. If you've watched all of my other videos of anything I make with fresh fruit, I always try to clean it off with some type of vinegar, whether apple cider vinegar or white vinegar, either or. And I like to let it soak. Well, because this bowl was so big, I had to actually move them all around, kind of like swish them around, bringing the bottom ones up and just getting them all covered in this cleansing water. Whichever method you like to use, whether you like to add baking soda with the vinegar or however, any way is fine as well. So now I like to take my colander and drain all of these strawberries. So I'm just going to pour this bowl into the strainer or colander, either or, whichever one you use. And as you can see here, like I said, I don't know what on planet Earth possessed me to buy so many strawberries. I think I had a vision in my head that I was literally trying to play out. And like I said, I will discuss everything throughout this video. But fail number 1 was definitely too many strawberries. So here I am just rinsing off all of the strawberries while they're in the colander. This is just to get any excess dirt that I have missed or anything like that. Just a side note on how beautiful strawberries look. Oh my gosh, I just love strawberries. I love the whole fresh fruit vibe and everything. It's just so healthy for you, and just look at how beautiful these look. So now I'm just going to place my strainer into the bowl that I had used to soak them in, just so that any excess water can drip down into the bowl. Now here is optional, but if you had like a mat or anything like that, obviously you are more than welcome to just use your mat. If your mat is big enough, because I had so many strawberries, they all did not fit on my mat. So I pretty much just cleaned my counter. I use apple cider vinegar as my cleanser because this is fresh fruit. I didn't want to use any harsh chemicals, like anything like multi-purpose or anything with bleach, because obviously I didn't want my strawberries tasting like any of that. And here I'm just going to lay down my silicone mat. Like I said, I have a lot of strawberries that are not going to fit on here. And this process is normally simple. This is just going to be me drying off all of these strawberries, being that they're all wet. Just dry them off as much as you can, because when dipping them in your chocolate, you don't want them to have a lot of moisture on them, which will cause your chocolate to seize up, and we don't want that. So while doing this, I like to look at the strawberries that I'm trying to use. Anything that is too small or funny looking shape, I won't use. So I'll just move aside, because obviously whenever you're making like strawberries for any customer or anything like that, or even for content, you want it to have like a nice aesthetic look where they're kind of like all kind of similar in size and stuff. So them really small ones will not give you that same look unless you were having all of these strawberries be very small. Obviously, every strawberry is not going to be uniform in the size department, but you can kind of just, decipher which ones look better in your mind. And the good thing about doing the strawberries all together, even though the ones that you didn't decide to use, it's good because you actually have them all nice and clean and ready to eat now, or you can save them for later or put them in pies or however. So here are the ones that I wound up not using because of the way they were too small or the way they look. Some of them had a funky shape and however. And like I said, I was just not trying to go for an aesthetic look. These were for my kids to eat anyways. But I just, I'm a content creator, y'all. So we gotta make it nice, make it look cute. You know how it is. So here I have some skewers and some toothpicks. I use the skewers for the more bigger strawberries just to hold them a little bit better than the smaller toothpick. I don't mind using these small toothpicks to dip my strawberries in chocolate, because it's not like when I'm making candy strawberries where the mixture is really hot and you are more prone to actually might be able to burn yourself because of the toothpick being too small. So normally, you guys know when I make my candied fruit, like my strawberries, I always try to use skewers instead of short toothpicks because I just don't want to burn myself. But the chocolate, when you're doing chocolate covered strawberry, is not hot like that where you have an ability to burn yourself. So this part is very simple. You're just going to place the skewer or toothpick right at the top of the strawberry. It doesn't have to be directly in the middle. You can do it on the side. Just make sure not to pierce it all the way through. Whoever comments first how many strawberries is on this mat, I will send you a special prize. So here we're going on to fail number 2. So I bought these at the store before making these strawberries, and I just assumed I had one extra one at home. So I thought with the 4 batches of strawberries that I had 2 bags of chocolate, which will suffice. And yeah, once I got to the chocolate part, then I noticed that I did not have another bag of chocolate. So what does that mean, y'all? Yes, I ran out of chocolate. Your girl is a mess, but we gonna make it work. So anyways, I love these Ghirardelli chocolate chips, white chocolate chips. They are delicious. I added some vegetable oil as my thinning agent, about a half a teaspoon of it. You're more than welcome to use Crisco or Paramount Crystals or however. Vegetable oil works fine for me. I microwaved it on 30 seconds the first time. Then I stirred it as much as I can. You can see that the chocolate at the bottom started to melt. And then I'm going to place it back into the microwave for another 15 seconds. For me, the baking chips tend to take a little bit longer to melt versus using candy melts, but that is okay. Like I said, you can still achieve your goal. I love the Ghirardelli white chocolate baking chips. I'd like to make these in my white chocolate macadamia cookies as well. They are delicious. So far you see that this has already been 45 seconds of the chocolate being in the microwave. You can see it's still in the process of melting. It hasn't fully melted just yet. Normally at this stage, I will add just like a 1/4 teaspoon more of vegetable oil, and I will place it back in the microwave for another 15 seconds. Now you're probably wondering, well, why on planet Earth did she just not put it on 1 minute the whole way from the jump? This is called tempering chocolate, and you don't just want to throw it in there for 1 minute, because that one time that you think it's going to take just a simple 1 minute button to get it to your consistency, you are wrong, honey. Trust me, I've tried it in many of my first time tempering chocolate, doing cake pops and everything, and baby, yeah, it was burned. We don't need that, honey. So you want to do it in those little burst intervals, because you have to mix it, trying to get the wet chocolate on top of the dry chocolate so it can kind of help itself melt. Plus, certain times in certain bowls, it only melts on certain areas of the chocolate. So you want to mix it around and temper that chocolate before adding it back into the microwave. So this is a perfect consistency for me that I like for dipping. I know certain people have certain like temperature measurements on what the chocolate dipping consistency should be, but I always do it by the way it looks. If I notice it's too runny, then I know I have put too much vegetable oil in it. If I notice it's too thick, then it's not enough, or it's not too much warm. But this is perfect for me. You see how it's just kind of like ribboning off? I love that. This is perfect. Grab a tray with some parchment paper or a silicone mat for your dipped strawberries. Here is some cute sanding sugar that I found at Walmart in the Valentine's Day section. It has sanding sugar in different color, which I love. So now we are going to get dipping. I decided I wanted to have 3 different colors. I actually was going for white, pink, and red as to give the vibe of Valentine's Day. So if you guys have not already noticed that this is just all of the chocolate melted and how many strawberries I have on that mat, honey. Like I told you, it was a fail. But anywho, just to say that there's really no science on how to dip. The main thing is to hold the strawberry just steady. Hold the green stem leaves up when you are dipping so that they are not getting in there. There are moments of some of those leaves getting some chocolate on it, but you just let it dry and just peel it right off. No big deal. And then pretty much you're just going to shake the excess. And then what I like to do is scrape the back of the bowl with the strawberry to get off the excess at the back. Now, certain people say, oh, well, you could just put it on like the little styrofoam and have them upside down. You can do that as well, but it's all up to you on what you want to do. These were just for my kids, so it really honestly didn't matter if they had a little bit of chocolate off of the back when they are sitting. And that also helps to get that excess chocolate off when they are hardening onto your mat or parchment paper. So when adding like the sanding sugar, I like to have a bowl already ready. Once I dipped it and shook off the excess, I like to shake some of the sugar on top of it so it can stick. Yes, some chocolate may dip and fall off. It's no big deal, honestly, but it still came out cute. So once again, you're going to see me here just lifting up that stem. Like I said, sometimes they'll stay up on their own depending on the strawberry. And then some of them you just have to hold the whole time. Depends on the strawberry, honestly. But the more you do this, the more you kind of just get comfortable with dipping strawberries. It's really not that hard. And if any way when you're dipping and you notice your chocolate is getting hardened or it's starting to get very thick, you can always pop it back into the microwave at 5-second bursts. Or you can add a little bit of vegetable oil to see if that helps. Never have it any higher than 5-second intervals because you don't want to risk burning your chocolate. And trust me, you will see when your chocolate is burned because there is no fixing it. So I noticed my chocolate started to get lower and lower, and I told you I wanted 2 more colors. So I just stopped at the white, and now I'm adding some of the Wilton pink color so I can make my pink strawberries. I'm telling y'all, this was reality for me, and I just literally was about to cry because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm running out of chocolate. So I got to the pink consistency that I wanted. I think I kind of went a little bit overboard because I just wanted it just a little bit slightly pink. But this came out pink. But it's okay because like I said, this video was a fail. This was a fail, y'all. Fail. But it turned out really nice. So, but yeah, this wasn't the pink I was going for. But, you know, like I said, I may do what I may do. And I'm also going to start right now telling y'all about the next fail. Okay, because my camera died and I was like, are you serious? Like, this is crazy. So I couldn't even dip the last part of the color I wanted. But let me tell y'all, this is what happened. I have a super red food coloring that I was going to use on here to make my red. I put 2 drops in there and it worked perfectly. I added 1 more drop like a crazy person and it gave me this color. Do y'all see this color? Where is the red, y'all? Where the red at, honey? It gave me this burgundy maroon look because I added it on top of that pink. And baby, it was red when I did the 2 drops. And I don't know why I added 1 more drop of red and it gave me this color. So I just had to make do with this color. It's still, I know y'all probably like, well, it still look good. It's cute and everything, but that wasn't it. But here is the end results. I got my white, I got my pink, and I got this, I guess you could say burgundy, maroon, or however color you want to call it. I bought these little sunglasses from Dollar General. They were in the Valentine's Day section. But y'all see, fail number 1, too many strawberries. Fail number 2, not enough chocolate. And fail number 3, oh my gosh, running out of chocolate. Fail number 4, that wasn't even the red that I was going for. Oh, baby, it was a lot. But my babies was happy. They came home. They were very surprised. And this is just to show you that as a professional baker / treat maker, that we can have fails just as much. Like, honestly, I will write down in the description box below all of the fails and everything. But I really hope that this video was fun for y'all. Please give this video a like. Definitely subscribe. We are on our way to 10K, y'all. But I thank you all for tuning in. We are going to enjoy this. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.
Berry candies is so cute. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, Mom. I love it.
You like it, Puka?
Yes. I like it. I like it too.
Awesome. Enjoy.